Thank you for coming in today, Mr. Flaversham. Your daughter Olivia has been such a joy to have in my classroom.
That's good to hear.
Yes. So 2 weeks ago, we did our quarterly assessments with our reading and writing skills, and we focused on phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, and comprehension. Just to give you a basic idea of what these areas actually are, phonemic awareness is the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate individual sounds or phonemes in spoken words. So it's how sounds and words actually work. And this is important because it helps students learn how to spell as well as read. And phonics is simply learning the different sounds letters make individually as well as in groups. For example, C and H make the ch sound in chair. And fluency is the ability to read with speed, accuracy, and proper expression.
Mm-hmm.
And comprehension simply means the ability to understand and construct meaning from what's actually being read. And just to let you know, Olivia has strengths in phonemic awareness, phonics, and fluency, but I was most impressed with her phonics skills. Sir, are you aware of how great a speller Olivia is?
Yeah, she is a good speller.
She really is. She passed the primary spelling inventory for her grade level with flying colors, spelling every single word correctly. So I challenged her with higher level words. Although she didn't spell all of these correctly, I was still extremely impressed. I mean, she is spelling words that 6th graders are spelling.
Wow.
Yes, so knowing her phonics will not only increase her accuracy with spelling, but it will also help her sound out unfamiliar words to build her vocabulary even further. And something we're doing in the classroom to help our students with phonics is something called word sorts. And this helps students recognize phonograms in different words, but with the same phonograms using the same sounds. Thus, they are getting more familiar with these phonics.
Okay.
And another thing we are doing is having them use flashcards. Have you seen Olivia practicing her flashcards at home?
I haven't, but my wife says she works on them with her.
Okay, great. So your wife can continue to do that. It's obviously showing within the classroom that she has been studying. So thank you for doing that. So while Olivia does have many strengths in reading and writing, she struggles with comprehension.
Okay.
And while she may be able to read fast with a high fluency rate, she doesn't seem to understand what she has read. And to illustrate my point, I had her read a passage and then complete a story map. She was only able to fill out who the characters were, but was unable to recall the events that had just happened. Does she ever struggle telling you what's happened throughout her day or anything?
No.
Well, we just want to make sure it's not a memory problem, but truly miscomprehending what she's read. So
Okay.
that's good to know. And don't worry, kids who struggle with comprehension, that's not uncommon, especially for kids her age.
Okay.
And the problem will be addressed within the classroom as well as at home. And an activity we will do in class is called Think, Pair, Share. And this means that after each chapter we read in our chapter book, the students will take 5 minutes to discuss with their table partner what has just happened and what they found interesting in the chapter. And then I'll ask them 3 main questions for them to answer individually, and then we'll come back as a whole group and discuss them. And this is a way to make sure everyone's on the same page, knowing what's going on.
Okay.
And then at home, well, I've noticed that Olivia loves to do art in the classroom. Does she also love to do art things at home?
Yeah, she does. She loves drawing.
Okay, great. So I think it would be helpful if we could connect this strength of drawing to help her comprehension skills using an activity called visual imagery. And all this means is that while you're reading the book that she's chosen, ask her to draw a picture of what's happened so far. And having her create her own visual will motivate her to pay more attention to what she's actually reading. And this has been proven to work, having the kids recall what they've read and getting to express it using their own creativity, such as drawing for Olivia.
Okay.
So is that something you and your wife could do with Olivia at home?
Yeah, we can do that.
Great. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, have you used this drawing technique with your kids?
We've done the visual imagery activity before, but we have noticed that it is quite time extensive just because some students like to spend more time on their drawing than others.
Okay.
So we prefer it done at home if that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know if that you guys take the time to do that, it will help her. And we will continue to do the Think, Pair, Share, having her discuss it with her peers and having her discuss her drawing with you at home. Well, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Ballersham. It's been a pleasure to see you today.